What's going on, everybody? We're back with the Polishing Podcast. Third time's the charm, as they say. It's a good old Thursday noon, and, you know, that's just how these things go. I had to do the intro a couple times because I'm bad at OBS, but, you know, whatever. My name's Nico, otherwise known as Nico All Powerful if you follow me on the things on the internet. My guest host is Trent, otherwise known as Pixelated Daddy. He's over in Georgia. Say hello. I'm not going to ask you if you want to this time.
Hello.
There you go.
God, these intros suck ass. I think these are the worst intros.
Isn't that what gives us character? Do you want to do the intro? You want to start again? You can do it.
No, let's just move on.
Fine then. You know what?
Who listens to this garbage?
Our moms. We've gone over this. And Robert E. Lee's Ghost and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess he doesn't listen anymore.
That's what we need to make the logo. Instead of us, it just should be Sylvester and Robert E. Lee. It's like, how random would that be?
Pretty random, though. I feel like it fits. Maybe we should hit the graphic guy back up and be like, "Hey, so I know this is gonna be a weird request.
I want the same exact thing, except for
I want it to be Stallone,
a general, and an actor. Don't ask why."
But yeah, so it's fun times over here. Though I don't know if Sylvester Stallone works anymore, because I mean he's back at the old apartment. Whoever gets to move in there gets to inherit him. Right. So
yeah,
he's a legend.
He's
at this
still
point,
making movies.
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it. He's a hard worker.
Yeah, especially as old as he is. He's like 70.
Yeah, work ethic.
A lot of steroids, probably. Though the allegations came out, he's like, "I don't do steroids," and I'm like,
It's like, who cares? You're not a professional athlete, like.
And even then, I feel voice crack. I would feel like professional athletes. I mean, why not? Let's do extreme sports where everybody's just juicing. Let's go.
Well, I don't know.
Look, sign on. They're gonna die in 20 years anyway. Fuck it.
Depends what the sport is, Nico.
Well, definitely football. They're all good. Their heads are gonna be full of holes. Might as well juice them up. Let them hit each other harder.
They're not gonna die. They're just gonna go crazy
and then die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big
accidents.
Problem. I don't know. Like, I remember growing up in health class. And they always talk about steroids and how bad they are for you. And I'm like, is this all propaganda? Like, are they really genuinely bad for you?
I mean, they make your dick smaller. And if you had a male teacher.
That's not true. I think it's your balls.
Well, I guess that's not so bad.
I don't know. But I remember that being it's like, how can we get men not to do steroids? How about we say it makes your dick smaller?
I mean, that's a pretty good way.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially with how, like, in high school and stuff, everybody's like, my dick's huge. And it's like, why are we talking about this?
Yeah, what is this?
I don't want to. Guys, why are we? I don't understand.
To be fair, though, like, personally, that never came up, at all.
For you?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe like jokingly, like
you hung out with the wrong people. That's all.
I think I hung out with the right people. If that's the case.
But yeah. So this is the Polishing Podcast. Because
what if I was like no, but personally, I am huge. You know.
It's like, yeah, I don't understand why we're having this conversation, but
personally,
I'm fucking hung like a giraffe.
Wow, like a humpback whale.
Oh, sweet Jesus, that would be terrifying. You got to go to the doctor. That's what needs to happen.
Okay. All right. So what are we doing on this podcast?
Whatever the hell we want. But yeah, this is the Polishing Podcast. What does that mean? Nothing to you. It's an insider joke. You'll never know. But
You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure it out.
Yeah,
But
it's not exactly a tough thing to think, like read into. But we talk about whatever we want here. I didn't have any prepared topic because I didn't feel like it. No Twitter questions because I didn't tweet anything out. It wasn't like I forgot. I just didn't do it. So we're not gonna be answering anything, which is probably good because usually we go long when we try to answer everybody's questions.
yeah.
And no Facebook questions.
But that's a
as
good
well.
that's a good thing though. Like we're getting a lot of questions. It's cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
It wasn't like just like one guy like, hey, like how big's your dick?
It's just your friends from high school.
Yeah. No, your friends from high school.
Oh yeah, it's my friends from high school asking you about your dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like, wait a minute, we never asked this guy about his dick. And no iTunes reviews, no nothing, but just take care of one thing. Polishing Podcast is on a variety of apps. You got the iTunes app, you got Spotify, you got Stitcher, Google Play even, and the Podbean app because that's one of the sites we're hosting the podcast off of. If you ever wanted to know anything about the podcast, you can either go to polishingpodcast.com where all those things are linked. There's also the podcast Twitter at polishingpod. If you feel like being like, hey, when's the podcast for some reason, even though it's every Friday, I'll just tweet you back and be like, hey, it's every Friday. And then I think there is one or two comments on here. Yeah, there are. So we can read those comments real quick. But yeah, that's the businessy stuff. There's Polish Podcast. If you really want to help us, share it with your friends. Tell everybody about it. Even though you're like, this podcast sucks, listen to it, or whatever, and then leave 5-star ratings on iTunes because it helps people find the podcast and moves it up the ranks and all that good stuff. But yeah. Oh, also, I guess I should clear up a thing. So last podcast, I said I was going to start streaming on Mixer, and at a time that I'm not streaming at anymore. So the reason for that is, well, I mean, there's no real reason why I'm not streaming on Mixer. I'm just trying out Twitch and Mixer, but I'm trying out Twitch right now because I have followers on that channel, even though it's a lot of duplicate accounts people made when we both streamed PUBG. And for whatever reason, people were like, hey, Nick loves ass. And I'm like, I don't know who Nick is, but he's got the right idea because I'm Nico. But whatever. And then they would pop up on the follower alert because people are so creative. But yeah, so I'm doing Twitch first, and surprisingly, when we streamed No Man's Sky yesterday, I had 4 viewers, and that was weird because I definitely did not expect that. We'll get more into that, I think, just after this. But yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch, same thing, Nico Powerful. I'm probably going to go back and forth, but I'm going to probably try to stream a month on Twitch, then maybe do something on Mixer. I don't know. I like the idea of Mixer, but damn it, everybody is so goddamn brand loyal to Twitch. It's hard to get viewers, especially it's hard for me to feel motivated to stream when I know more people are going to show up to Twitch at first, but I don't know how well it's going to grow. That's the weird thing. It's I know my Twitch channel will have more people in the beginning than in Mixer will because nobody's following me over there. And I don't know how quickly or anything I'll grow on Twitch, but I also don't know. There's double what's the word I'm looking for? Not absurdity. There's
double.
It's not obscurity
bubble.
Either. Double trouble.
Double the bubble.
No, it's not double jeopardy. Hey, I don't know. There's multiple things going on with Mixer where I'm there's a bunch of unknowns, whereas Twitch I'm at least I know there's going to be a couple people watching in the very beginning. I just don't know how quickly it'll grow. But yeah, so Twitch TV 4 p.m. to 6 to 8 p.m. I'm trying to go to 8, but right now I went to 6 and I was just man, I'm really hungry. I'm starting to get a headache, so I cut it off because continuing to stream like that is a bad idea. So I'm trying to go to 8 p.m., but we'll see what happens. Basically, I'm just trying to get all of the viewers from Trent's stream when he ends the stream. Just trying to siphon and hang off the coattails even harder.
Let me just tell you this, Nico.
They
Are
won't,
you playing a
they're not gonna come
historical game?
No,
they
never.
won't even come over for me if I'm playing something something that's not historical or.
Yeah. But That doesn't mean I won't try. Damn it. But yeah, so Twitch TV, Nico are powerful, yada yada yada. Probably gonna change the episode 22 title to just Nico starts streaming and Q&A, so it's not as goddamn confusing if people find the podcast and are like, "You've never gone live on Mixer."
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that. Oh, and then I guess before we get into No Man's Sky and how your viewers hate anything that isn't medieval or historical, we should look over this one comment that's real nice. Or two.
Okay.
T-Rex with a shotgun left one talking about he'd hang out on Mixer and stuff, which was nice of him. But then I went back to Twitch and it doesn't. I mean, he's still gonna hang out, so it's cool that he said that. So thanks, man.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. It's I get it's the name is weird. It's 2OL Tool time. It's Tool time. Okay, there. It just took me a second to like read it because it's twos instead of T's.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, you just know if you didn't listen to the last podcast, somebody asked us who we'd have sex with, depending on two historical figures. So this is just to put this in context. We mentioned having a threesome with Napoleon. So there you go. You just know if Nico and Trent Eiffel Towered Napoleon, that the ghost of Robert E. Lee would be furiously polishing in the corner. And then
This
said,
is a weird place. This is a weird timeline.
Yeah. He said, love the podcast, guys. I'm glad you're posting the streams on FB after each one so I can catch them after. Work schedule doesn't let me watch live. See, the thing about that is that those just happen. So, I mean, you're welcome that the streams for, like, well, I don't know why I'm saying you're welcome, but, you know, the streams just go on Facebook afterward as videos.
Yeah. I mean, I would probably post them if I could, like if I had to manually do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for checking out the streams, even if it's not live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
The support's nice anyway.
Yeah, it still supports.
Get the views, get the likes, get the
Yeah.
shares. Smash that motherfucking like button. Hit the bell. No.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Beer, 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 beer. Hit that
420.
bell.
No scope.
Mom, get the camera. But that was, man, that's a throwback. The mom get the camera one from a little kid getting a triple in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so this is a weird podcast. But
yeah, if you couldn't tell by now.
Yeah, it's the one time where we get to kind of cut loose and not have to be like, I would say PG-13, because on Facebook there's some things that we try to avoid, like topics we don't try to bring up so chat doesn't get into a fuss and people start calling each other names, political things, and even here we don't really get political, but sometimes we'll seed in. It's like you might be able to guess what political party we fall under if you pay attention. But for the most part, we don't get into the heavy topics because, you know, this is a little bit of escapism. We don't want
look, yeah, like people don't come here for political guidance.
Yeah, this isn't NPR. This isn't Fresh Air with damn it, what's her name? I don't remember. But you know, this isn't is it True American Life or The American Life?
I don't know.
Neither
I
do
don't
I.
even know most of these things you're bringing up.
Oh, it's This American Life. Allie knows because she listens to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But basically, it's just not a political thing here. It's for getting away from all that nonsense. Because
trust me, there's plenty of other sources for that.
Yeah, and there are probably better instead of just giving you hot takes that we think real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people who may or may not.
People actually research and spend time.
Oh, yeah. People that are like, hey, I'm going to go on multiple news sites to get the actual truth out of stuff because you can't trust one news site. Spoiler alert.
Though, not like sometimes I feel like, especially a lot of YouTubers, like the whole politics YouTube channels. I just feel like it's a money grab sometimes.
I mean,
you know,
it's an easy way to get views.
because like most people are into politics, and like
And a lot more now that it's all over the place. Like it's you have to go
yeah,
out of your way to avoid people talking about politics right now.
yeah, I try to because I'm just like, am I gonna change anybody's lives, or life? I'm not.
You
I
can
don't know.
try.
I can try, but
Yeah.
then again, it's like what people believe is what they believe.
Yeah. I don't know. All I know is this isn't. If you're like, oh man, I came to the polishing podcast for hot political takes. I was gonna say you can't. I mean, you should do some better research. Maybe infer a little less about the name. But yeah.
We'll talk about politics of the Middle Ages.
Obviously, the Crusaders were in the right to try to reclaim Jerusalem. Duh. No. I don't think anyone was in the right there. I think everyone was just like, let's kill each other, yay! And that's how they sounded too.
It was so like, in my opinion, it was a like the Islamic states were conquering a ton of Europe, and it was kind of like a natural reaction to that.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they did it was like, they're like, hey, let's go take Jerusalem, and while we're there, like on the trail, let's kill the Jews. It's like
Wait
what?
a minute. Wait, guys. We skip.
Wait a second.
Wait, what happened? It's like, there's one Crusader who's like, wait, what? Why the Jews?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, wait, I thought we were trying to like push back. Like, yeah.
It's like these guys talking about a whole other religion came in, and you want to go after a different religion. I'm gonna be honest. I don't quite understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe I was like grinding my sword too hard. I just couldn't hear over the grind and the sparks, and just making sure it's sharp. But did you say Jews? Just
Yeah. They're like, and then the Fourth Crusade, they're like, hey, let's go and attack Egypt. And then like partway there, they're like, you know what? It's too far. Constantinople's pretty rich. they're like a weird Christian. It's like, Jesus.
If Jesus were there, maybe all that bloodshed could have been avoided or quickened. I don't know. Maybe Jesus would have came back with giant muscles and been like, I'm going to show you how it's done.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Neither do I, but that makes for a nice, fun alternative history movie.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre how human nature will take a figure like Jesus, where he was pretty peaceful,
and turn him into
like yeah, like guy having cross symbols all over his uniform, slaughtering people. It's just how do we get to this point? Like, how does this?
Imagination.
Yeah.
Our imagination can create some terrible, even worse things than what actually exist, which is kind of amazing, but also kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
But yeah. We got on that was a weird tangent. I swear to God, we were going to talk about something else before we got on the Jesus joining the Crusades.
With big muscles.
With huge muscles. We're talking Arnold Schwarzenegger back when he won the Mr. Universe contests muscles.
Wow.
Yeah, real big.
Like, it's the point where like you're so muscular it makes you not muscular.
He's so muscular he can't raise his
arms
all the way up.
Yeah.
He's like, this is as far as they go. 90 degrees. Can't get 180. Not at all.
That's crazy.
But it's slightly on topic. We both played a game yesterday that's been out for
2 years.
Yeah, 2 to 3 years now.
Yeah.
That is potentially finally good, maybe some people say. And I don't know that I would dare to be one of those people, but it's more fun than Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah,
at the very least.
It's like Sea of Thieves, but way more content and in space.
Yeah. So if you don't know what we're talking about somehow, it's No Man's Sky. Their most recent update came out. It is just called Next. That's like the title of the update. It's just the Next update. And it allows actual multiplayer where you and your friends could be in the same place and interact with each other and shoot each other if you really wanted to, but that seems kind of like a dick move, I'll be honest. And you can like it's I've never played it. So I've seen people play it every once in a while back when it first came out, and they were like, yeah, I mean, if you didn't go into it with the astronomical expectations of all of the bullshit hype surrounding it, it's a pretty fun game. But nowadays, it's just like, people are like, oh, hey, look, it's all the stuff that they promised to begin with. And I'm like, I don't know if that's technically true, but I don't remember what they promised because I don't get caught up in hype trains.
Yeah.
So I've been having a blast because I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is that animal? It looks like a goat with a fucking crab head. What is going on? And getting on planets and being like, oh god, it's just pure toxin. There's no oxygen on this planet. It's just poison everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a big space fan. It's cool to just kind of like travel, and I love just going into the atmosphere of planets, and it heats up and just like
Yeah. Oh,
what
the re-entering the atmospheres and like exiting is so cool.
yeah.
The fact that
And
it's
going
a
like
seamless
hyperspeed.
Yeah, it's a seamless transition, and then the jump drive. It's not a because there is a hyperdrive where you can jump systems, but that one's just for inter system travel. I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah.
that. Oh man, it's too bad we weren't playing this during the like closer to the space episode because that would have been better.
Was the patch out?
No, not yet. I didn't even hear about it until it came, like it was out and people were playing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think there are black holes because when I remember when the game first came out, I swear to God, somebody said they found one, went into it, and it shot them like 100 star systems closer to the center of the universe or something. And I'm like, that's fucking wild. So
Yeah.
I like the idea of playing it as a chill game where it's like, oh, I gotta get fuel and then I can make a base wherever I want, because now like there aren't, before when they put base building in, it was like select planets that or select areas on planets I think you could build a base, but now they reseeded the entire game to where you could build a base anywhere at any like at any spot of a planet and stuff. And yeah, it's just been a fun, chill, like game until you get into space dogfights with space pirates, and then it's like not so chill, but it's like way fun.
Yeah,
they're like
I wish
dipping and diving and dodging.
maybe you can. Maybe I just don't know enough of the game, but it would be cool if we could all be on the same spaceship.
I mean, if somebody had a freighter that they could actually use, like Ryan had one, and he was trying to bring it back to where I was, but he couldn't jump, like he couldn't hyper jump it because I don't think he had a hyperdrive in his freighter, but he had his two spaceships that he had gotten on it because you can dock multiple in there. And he was slowly coming back towards the star system I was in, but he was like 2 star systems away.
Yeah.
Also, that's another thing in the game like Far Cry 5, where you can't be more than like 200 feet apart or some shit, which means it's really hard to both fly planes or anything. This game will let you literally be star systems away from your friends.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to be with them.
Yeah. Which, I mean, what's the point of playing with your friends if you're not going to be like doing stuff together? But the fact that you can is cool. You'll just be like, hey, dude, look at my cool fucking starship. Yeah, you like that? All right, I'm going to get in my freighter and go fucking, I don't know, attack a trade post or some shit. Like, you just leave your friend because he's new, because there's no way you'd be able to help in that scenario or something. But yeah, it's kind of really cool, which is cool, because I had a passing interest in it, but now that I'm actually playing it, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. Oh yeah. I like it. I know Sea of Thieves has gotten updates, but I have so little interest to find out what's going on in that game.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, part of me wants I'm like, maybe they're good updates. Maybe we should go back and try them, because I mean, the game streamed well, like at the very least. You got decent viewers when you played it, but the world felt emptier than an entire universe in No Man's Sky.
Yeah, it's because another island. Like it's just like going to different planets is completely like has a different feeling and is so unique, and like if they made the islands really unique and I don't know, Just
Yeah,
just
because
not enough content. This is what it comes down to.
yeah, and they've had stuff added into the game, and I'm pretty sure if it's not in yet, it's gonna be added. They're gonna have like actual story missions and stuff. Like I read an interview with one of like where the developer was just like, yeah, they were watching like DayZ streams and stuff, and they were like, we like how people quote unquote played out storylines within each other and with player interaction. And I'm like, that's great, but your game is literally like it's set up. I don't know. Nobody thought that's what the game was going to be. Nobody was like, oh yeah, the full game's going to come out and we're going to have to make our own fun. And that's what happened, but nobody was like thinking that. When we were playing Debato, we're like, oh, I can't wait to do like all kinds of different quests and stuff. And then you get the main game and it's all the same.
Customize your ship.
Fucking fetch quests and customizations are fucking cosmetic only. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
And there was 4 different factions and then one faction where you level up all the other factions, and it constantly goes, oh, you're not a high enough faction level to be with us yet, because it just makes you go until everything's maxed out, but they keep teasing you with a carrot, and then you finally get it, and then apparently it's the same fucking quests. It's like, what? How did you guys go, yes, this is going to be a AAA title that everybody's going to want to play forever? Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, but the PvP is really fun because you just, shooting ships and stuff. That's great. And I'm like, cool. It's a battle of attrition. It's not even, like, truly that. I mean, it's kind of exciting at first, but then you're like, oh, man, we're fighting them. I hope they don't have enough boards to patch up all the holes we're putting in their ship, because if they do, then we're never going to win.
Yeah, yeah.
It gets into a boring slogfest instead of being, like, this exciting, oh, crap, we're being attacked thing.
Yeah.
So
the amount of times we have shit on Sea of Thieves on this podcast.
Well, look, if the game wasn't such a disappointment, we wouldn't have to shit on it.
Yeah, but so is No Man's Sky, and it's a lot better. So maybe you just gotta wait 3-4 years for these like open world games to get good.
I mean, that's never a bad idea. So basically, what the moral of the story really is don't get in on any hype trains, and just wait and see how people react to games if they're the ones buying them or getting sent the game for free if they're a content creator or whatever. It's the best thing to do, really. It's just to wait and see. Which is why I understand why so many people are like, oh, I don't buy games on release. I wait like a week or two, see if it's actually good, see if there are bugs and shit, and then I'll buy it if it's okay.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it's like, I mean, I had no interest in No Man's Sky at first, and then I saw the next update, and I was like, this looks kind of fun, and it is. And then I was like super into Sea of Thieves. I was like, this is the most fun I've had just sailing a ship. And then it got really boring because the novelty wore off. It's just...
Yeah.
Which is too bad.
Yeah, we pretty much played the whole game in beta.
Yeah. I mean, I would go back if like the content updates they put in actually added like a good amount of stuff, but I haven't looked into it. Maybe I'll look into it. We can give it a 6th chance.
Yeah, maybe later down the line. I would just advertise the game differently.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they should have wait until they have more content. They could have released how it was, but just been like, hey, there's not a ton of content, but we want this to be playable so people can enjoy it now, and then throughout the years we're going to continue to expand upon it. If they sold it like that, then I'll be like, okay, I'm getting exactly what they said.
Yeah. Also, it shouldn't have been $60 for what released.
Right. That's another thing.
Yeah. Like, and then since I bought No Man's Sky on sale for $30, like, it's doubly better. Like, I'm just like, oh, look at all the stuff I can do. And it was only this much instead of, because they are doing a sale since the update came out until August 6th. So if you're listening to this, you still got 3 days, at least on Steam. I don't know about PS4 and Xbox One. Sorry. But yeah, so if you have a passing interest in it, I would say if you like... Because it's not a hardcore survival game. You don't have to manage food and water and all that bullshit. You just have to manage your hazard protection shield if you're on a hazardous planet. Excuse me. And your life support, which is just your oxygen. And those two things are really easy to manage as long as the resources on the planet aren't fucking awful. Which, I mean, you're gonna go to some bad planets, which I mean, it's procedurally generated, so everything is like all the planets are fucking weird and crazy and cool looking, just from the simple fact that it's all procedural generation. It seems like they made the seeds better, because when it first came out, I remember the weird looking no-headed tiny tap dancing T-Rex that somebody put a gif out of that existed on one of the planets, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And we've seen some weird animals, but they're nowhere near as weird as a no-head tap dancing T-Rex.
Yeah, that's a little bizarre.
Yeah, like there was this one like wolf-like stegosaurus looking thing that had like a rock for a head, and then the other like animals of the same species had wolf heads, and I was like, I don't know if this one's just glitched or what, but like the proportions on most of the creatures don't look like somebody was like, here's a character creator, random. Oh, that looks fucking stupid. Confirm. It looks like there's at least a seed in place where it's like the proportions are at least kind of believable, you know?
Yeah.
Like that wolf thing's head was a little small, but it didn't look weird right off the bat. It was more like, man, I hope it doesn't try to attack me.
I don't mind it looking weird though. Like, I don't know. I think that's the fun of it. If I saw something like a headless tap dancing T-Rex, it wouldn't ruin the gaming experience for me. Like, wow, this planet's really freaking trippy.
Yeah. Well, I just know people are mad at that specifically because they were like, when they showed off the game, they were like, look at these this entire world is procedurally generated. Look at these brontosaurus looking ones. And then somebody would like the edit was literally that, like on stage fucking fake gameplay where they like pre-generated everything according to what they wanted to show, because that's what all fucking gameplay and trailers is, especially when at E3 or any game conference. If you believe otherwise, you're a goddamn idiot. I mean, I don't have any hard feelings about the people that get hyped for trailers. Not at all. But the fact that people were like, oh, the animals are going to look so cool, and then they saw a tap dancing no-head T-Rex, they were like, what? That's not cool. But I'm like,
yeah.
don't trust trailers, but like fucking no shit, they're going to show off their best stuff on a stage where hundreds of thousands of people are watching.
Right.
What kind of fucking mentality is it? It's like, if that's not in the game, I'm going to be mad. It's like, yeah, it's going to be in the game. Will you ever find it? Probably not with No Man's Sky. But like, they're literally trying to sell the game to people by generating hype. Like, the trailer's going to make it look really good no matter what. No fucking publisher is going to let a trailer go out that makes a game look like fucking garbage. Like, oh, check out this new gameplay trailer we have called Call of Duty, and it's some dude floating in air while using his gun as a pogo stick because everything's glitched and bugged out. No, they would scrap that and go, I guess we're not going to be at E3 this year.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, just use your brain. Damn. That's all I know that's asking a lot today, but fucking do it. Just use your brain. Think for yourself for 5 seconds. Shit. Fuck. Obviously, I have feelings about this.
Yeah.
I find it so weird that people get so uppity about like trailers. And I'm like, yeah, it's a trailer. They're trying to show off the best parts. That's what trailers are for. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch trailers. Duh.
Yeah, that's true. But also there needs to be like they can't, like, some gaming companies will like post something that's just so blatantly like not the game.
Oh, yeah. Ubisoft got into a lot of flack for that back when The Division and Rainbow Six Siege, and I think it's only those two. Oh, no, and what was that game with the hacker? It was like GTA, but you could hack into like traffic lights and shit and like a bunch of people's cell phones. You know what I'm talking about? Damn it.
No.
It's
is it called? Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of it and I can't think of it. It's fucking there was a second one that just came out like 2 or 3 years ago too, where you started as a different protagonist.
Yeah.
Damn it. But fuck, it's gonna bother the shit out of me. Damn it. Wait. Wanted? No. That's a racing game. Fuck. Shit, what was that? I can't think of it. Oh, hey, Conan Exiles has what looks like a Roman expansion pack out now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all like, it looks Roman inspired. It's called Jewel of the West. But that's off topic. The fuck was it called? I don't remember. But if you understand the description, then you know what game I'm talking about. It's basically a game that was it was set in modern times. You played as a hacker. You could hack into people's cell phones, transfer money out of their bank account into yours, all kinds of shit. Or at least that's what the trailer made it out to be. And it was really graphically impressive. And a lot of the calculations and stuff they were showing where people were like, there's no way this is going to run. And then the game came out and it looked nothing like that because the graphic settings were toned way the fuck down and everything. And then Siege was like, Siege, between what they showed at E3 the very first time and what the game is now, is two completely different games, like 100%. And then the Division, there used to be like stealth kills and stuff, and then it went hardcore RPG. Like Ubisoft caught a shit ton of flack for that in the beginning because they were like, your trailers are literally not the games that come out. Like, they are 100% nothing. How am I getting a tweet right now? They were nothing like the games, and like they got into so much like not trouble, but like so many people were like, any Ubisoft trailer just can't be trusted now because it's not going to be the game that comes out in a couple months. So people have like taken a hard stance on Ubisoft and the fact that if they watch the trailer, they're like, that's not the game. It's not going to be what the game looks like. The graphics are set too high. The graphic settings are going to be changed. Or that combat mechanic is just going to be cut and replaced with something shitty. Like, and this year it looks like they were a little bit more faithful to what is actually going to be a thing because the Division 2 was playable at E3 and stuff. And people were like, no, this is the trailer they showed. It's just they had that really fun scripted gameplay dialogue that Ubisoft loves doing, where it's like bogey on a 6 when it's nobody fucking says.
Yeah,
but that's like the only part that was fake, is that the fact that they had scripts for their people playing that were probably recorded after the fact that they staged the entire thing they did. But people were able to play that same mission, and it didn't play out exactly the same because AI doesn't do the same thing every time, especially when 4 people who aren't AI and don't behave the same way, since it's co-op are presented. But the only real like huge difference is that there was obviously a lighting filter on the trailer that wasn't in game, but also the game's got a day-night cycle, so it could have just been that the sun was setting or rising at a different spot and stuff like that, but it was actually the game. So I'm like, hey, look, Ubisoft's learning that they can't just do that. But yeah.
I mean, Rome 2 did something like that.
What would they do?
They released a trailer of like this freaking epic looking Siege for Rome 2. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And it was almost like they were made a video of what they wanted the game to be like before it was even like that. And then, of course, come release time, it was nothing like that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Man. Guys, like, I get that developers are under pressure to make games from their publishers and like, hey, so you guys have to release this product 3 months. So yeah, thanks. And then the developer has to go, oh, fuck. Well, okay, so that Epic Siege ain't going to happen. But at the same time, you know, you probably knew about that beforehand. Like, it's not like you all of a sudden were like, oh, we ran out of money. Fuck, I didn't know that was going to happen. Like, that's not how businesses work, unless it does. If we can get a game developer in here to tell us the hells of game development, that'd be great, because I know from hearing about like big AAA studios and the work that they get put on, like sometimes it really fucking blows. Like they get told like, hey, it's crunch time, everybody's gonna be here every night this week, and they just work for 24 hours and then they die and then they get resuscitated and then they go back to work, and it's like, fucking, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
But I also know, like, there are some studios that don't do that, and then they release games. They're like, we tried our best. And it's like somebody told you to play darts and you threw an axe at the wall. I don't think you tried your best. I think you told somebody to go fuck themselves. But yeah, we don't have feelings about this.
No.
None
No,
whatsoever.
not at all.
Yeah. It's almost like we want games that are what they're supposed to be, or something. I don't know. That felt good. That was cathartic. So felt like I took just a good old, like, you know how you eat like something really delicious, you're like, oh man, that was good. It felt like that. Except I just got to vent about how I don't like people who watch trailers and take them too seriously, and I don't like it when people lie in their trailers. So I get why those people get jaded about trailers. Well, weird. It's almost like there's a dichotomy, and not everything is black and white. There's like a gray and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah. Oh man, that was a good topic. Good job, Self. So yeah, No Man's Sky. It's pretty fun because that's how we got to this.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's not like amazing.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I could totally see myself playing it on the weekend, just fucking around.
Yeah.
Just like, oh hey, you want to play? Like, just be hitting you up and be like, hey, you want to go travel the universe? Be like, yeah, let's go get some new starships, and then just do that. But yeah, other than that, video game wise, I don't think there's anything else I gotta talk about. I'm still sitting here waiting on games to come out that I really want to play, like that I wanted to get into, which there isn't any yet. My birthday's in 3 days, 2 days after we put the podcast up. So hey, look at that!
Oh yeah, hey,
woo! I'm turning 26.
26.
Big 2-6. It doesn't. It's not very special. It's just 26.
No. After like 21, it's every 10 years are the big birthdays.
Yeah.
30.
Oh, yay.
40,
I can't wait
50.
to turn 30. I mean, hey, every day on this planet is a blessing. I never asked to be born. No. I'm thankful for every day I get to live, and every day I wake up from sleep and I'm like, oh, hey, look, I made it through the night. Nice. Just taking a big old breath when you wake up, just... Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, everything, nothing hurts, like, internally. I'm good. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, getting old as hell. No. But yeah, just not super excited for anything. We're going to have a little bit of a get together with people, and hopefully most of them don't show up. I didn't say that. Allie invited a bunch of people knowing a bunch of people can't come, but I'm just like, I'm not good. I'm not good at parties. I don't know how to entertain. It's like Allie and I have settled into domestic life real good. Like we're doing puzzles.
Yeah.
We're 20 something years old. We got
And we're doing
married and we're doing puzzles at night because it's a great way to just be like, hey, look, this piece goes here, and I don't know what's gonna go there because I can't tell the color, but I'm gonna drink some water.
It's better than watching TV.
I mean, to be honest, since we got cable, the only TV we watch is HGTV. We just watch fucking Home Improvement and Flip Flop and all that shit, like shows, which I don't know why, but it's really fun to be like, man, that house is a dump, and then watch them just tear it apart and make it brand new. It's like, wow, that was cool. I'm never going to be able to do that. Because, like, have you watched those shows?
No.
Okay, so there's one show where it's always like a couple that are like, hey, we want to find a new home for our family, or we just don't like living in the house we're in. And then they explain their budget and what they do for a living. It's where the meme came from, where it's like, my husband jerks off in a corner and I do arts and crafts. Our budget's $1 million. That's where that meme came from.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's like. I literally went, man, it's like these people are moving from California to Amsterdam, and they're like, no, wait, what was it? No, it was this family that had put a bunch of renovations onto their home and additions and stuff. And I was like, what? It's like, watch, they're going to be like, I do art and my husband works from home. Our budget's $600,000. And then because I was just fucking around. And then the wife's like, "Oh yeah, I need an art studio," and I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like I don't. Wait, how are you making that much money?
Yeah.
You must be a way better at home person than I am. Because fuck.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they inherited money
I don't know. Yeah.
or
They d-
something.
Yeah, it's not like they get into how they have that budget. They're just like, this is our budget. I wish I had a lot of money. Not so I could own a home, just so I could have money. That would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, just having some like, oh, hey, my computer died. I don't have to go in debt to fix it. Yay! Because if anything happens to my computer right now, oh, it's not going to be fun. Like I have my credit card limit's like $3,000, so I could make a new computer, but
then you got to pay it off.
yeah, I don't want to. It's like I don't want to have to build a new computer.
You got to put like a emergency computer fund. And, like put money away each month.
I would do that, except we're just working on paying off Allie's debt and stuff since she went to a school that was really expensive because it was a good school, but still.
Yeah, well, that's colleges for you.
Yeah.
It's almost like disgusting how much they charge nowadays.
Yeah. And the best part is like everybody's like, oh, the federal minimum wage doesn't need to be raised. It's like, you can't even like if I lived at my mom's house on minimum wage, I couldn't afford to go to college.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the 50s, you could work minimum wage, pay for a house, and go to college. Fuck that.
I blame colleges mostly. The fact that like students are going to take out money anyway, so they're like, "Oh, let's raise it. Let's raise it even higher. Let's make even more money." It's like, Jesus, like
that's
how much
peak capitalism for you.
Well,
tell me I'm wrong.
It's like crony capitalism. It needs to be regulated. I think some things in capitalism need to be regulated.
Yeah. I mean, people love to say stuff about the free market, but it's like, oh, when a truly free market exists, look what the fuck happens.
Yeah, I just feel like in terms of like environment, like unregulated capitalism is not going to help protect the environment.
No, for sure. I mean,
so, and like these greedy colleges that charge way too much money. And, you know, it's like a lot of these students are like trying to get jobs that don't even pay that much.
Yeah.
But
it's like,
you know,
hey,
it's just like,
I'm from an okay part of Georgia. I would like to get a job that is decent and is probably dead end. But, you know, I make enough money to live. And it's like, oh, okay, well, you're going to pay us back for fucking ever if you want to do that. And your choice is, okay, or I guess I'll go live with my parents and hope to get a job at McDonald's. I don't like that's especially from where we were. Like so many people I knew and still know don't have like good jobs, but like they're just like, I guess, I mean, it's
after
either
graduating college.
Yeah, like they're just like it's either go into debt or hope to find something that's in my field. Even the people that I used to work with at Target are like, I'm working here because I can't find a job in my field. Because people are either like, oh, you don't have enough experience, or like at an entry level position, they're like, you need at least 5 years experience. And it's like, how the fuck do I get 5 years experience if this is an entry level position and I can't get in?
Yeah. That basically happened to my brother. My brother went to UGA for finance, and you know, he had to work at a sports like academy is what it was called store. And then he's just like learned how to program on his own, and that's how he got a job. He didn't even, I mean, you can still put the college degree on your resume, which helps.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, but that's the thing is like, there's a lot of like high paying jobs where you don't have to go to college, like programming, but you got to be into programming.
Yeah. And like IT, you don't have to go to college for that either. If you have a certificate, like if you get certification, they don't give a shit. They're like, "Oh, you're certified, yeah." But but the certification costs like $100, that test to take, and if you fail, you're just out $100. So Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's a scam. Don't fall for any of it.
Yeah. I mean, if I would recommend just like either finding a job that pays well, that's not, I mean, programming and being in the tech world is a good place, but again, like you got to be into it.
Yeah, because I mean, tech is just expanding; it's not going away. So
Yeah,
there'll
it's
always
in,
be new jobs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know what I was like. Oh, it's gonna be new jobs. I don't know what happened there.
Jibs.
It's gonna be new jobs in the tech market.
Jibs.
It's gonna be new jebs in the tech market. Please clap. Just a bunch of please
Yeah.
claps. But no, yeah. And then, I mean, people think accounting might be around forever. I don't know. I think at a certain point, we're just gonna start letting computers start counting money. Even though people are like, I don't want a computer counting my money. It's like, it's probably gonna be more accurate. Just gonna say, probably gonna be able to keep better records at some point.
Yeah.
I don't care if you trust it or not. Man, this one was really all over the place, and we should probably wrap it up since, well, I mean, we're 50 minutes in. It's going to be a shorter one, but we also have to take a break so you can get ready for your stream, and then I can get ready for my stream afterward, because that's how we do this thing. But yeah, a little bit of randomness, a little bit of economics, a little bit of not political talk, because we actually didn't get into it, a little bit of don't trust anything talk, a little bit of video games. It's more video games than we talked about in a long time, actually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's cool to find a new game that we all like.
Yeah, especially one that's not. I don't know what it is, but I don't care about competitive games right now. Like I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Don't give a shit to try to learn a game and be good at it in a competitive multiplayer thing. Like I'd much rather play co-op right now and just have be like, oh, hey, look, a thing. This is kind of hard. Oh, we killed it, though. Nice. And then that's it. Like, that's the peak of my, like, competitiveness right now, is that I don't need to try as hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is funny because, like, I think my competitive want peaked with Smite, and I didn't even really try to be competitive in that game. But, yeah. How's Josephine, if you don't mind telling us about her corner?
She's good. It's been raining a lot, so she can't come out as much because she doesn't like the rain.
So she's just chilling inside of her little shed thing?
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably a bitch to clean.
No, actually, pigs are very clean.
Oh.
They don't poop or pee anywhere near where they sleep.
That's good, because
yeah,
cats...
Because having to go in and... Yeah.
Cats aren't that smart.
Yeah.
They're really clean, but they'll poop right next to where they eat, which is like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. But yeah. Don't shit where you sleep.
Don't do that. If you're shitting where you sleep, you're living your life wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, look, this isn't subjective. This is the objective fact. If you shit where you sleep, doing it wrong. You can stop listening right now.
Yeah.
Find another podcast to listen to. We'll be good.
But if you do that, like, you know, you probably shouldn't.
You shouldn't. And stop listening to the podcast. No, it's like, if you rev your engine at a stoplight or shit where you sleep, stop listening. No. But yeah, that's good to hear. I'm surprised pigs are that clean. I know they're clean, and people are like, "Oh, they're such dirty animals. They roll around in mud." It's like, that's just to keep cool.
Yeah. It's not like, she's always outside, so it's not like you're bringing mud in the house.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
It's just they're so easy to take care of because they're so clean, as in they don't shit anywhere near where they sleep.
So does she have a dedicated corner, a little pen?
Yes. So like twice a month we'll go and scoop out because it piles up, and then we'll scoop it out and put it in a compost area. But yeah.
And then you grow tomatoes through it, and you eat those tomatoes without washing them off, and you get salmonella, and that's how you die.
Yeah, we don't grow any vegetables.
Okay.
You have to wait like a year or two for the crap to no longer have
crap. For the crap to not be crap.
Dangerous bacteria, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So is composting fun?
I mean, you just put it in a corner in your yard and that's it.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
Yeah, it's the wow, whippy! This is so much fun.
I'm having a great time composting. But isn't that what it's for? Is that you do it and then you can use it as fertilizer to really help grow like either vegetables or just plants in general?
Yeah,
Okay.
and you can put like food like the end pieces of celery or whatever
Mm-hmm.
or eggshells. And that way you use the full thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know sunchip bags are compostable, so you can do that too.
Yeah, there you go.
Look, I love sun chips. I don't care. That's why they're so loud.
I bet you still just throw them in the trash.
I mean, I do. I don't have a place to compost things. I live in an apartment.
You just go out and like where
It's
there's
just
grass, you just put it on the grass.
you
Like it's
just
compost.
you just set it down. Wait, they're compostable.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad because it'll compost in the. In fact, it might help the what do they call it? The place where you dump all your trash.
The dump.
The dump. Sure, we'll just call it the dump.
I mean, that's what. Hey, do you not remember the SpongeBob episode where he's like to the dump, to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump? Because he's literally running to the dump.
I don't know. Whenever I think of the dump, I think of like the furniture at the dump.
Oh, I remember those commercials. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's the dump, or you could just say the garbage land. I don't know. I've always just
Landfill.
landfill. Yeah.
Yeah. Something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, but that's good. Nice compost and stuff.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add if you were like, oh, I love sun chips, and then one day your sun chip bag was really, really loud, it's because they switched it to compostable materials, and for whatever reason, that shit crinkles like a bitch. I don't understand it. But
So don't go to the movies with that.
yeah, don't go to the movies with a sun chip bag. You get a lot of looks. Don't eat sun chips on a podcast because it's gonna be loud. Oh,
You probably shouldn't eat at all on a podcast.
oh, but you're wrong. We should start. We need to do an episode where we're literally just eating breakfast together.
Okay.
And it's just us talking about how good our food is.
Oh, oh,
Dude,
right about
I made some pancakes. Mm.
Oh, the butter is so good. Oh,
It's unsalted. Mm.
sure.
People would
Most
listen.
obnoxious. Oh yeah.
It'd
Who knows? That might just blow up our podcast.
be the best episode.
The whole podcast. And we got to do it every time. We're just like
I'd be
Okay,
fine
today
with that.
we're eating dinner.
If we're eating
What do
dinner
you
on the
got,
podcast.
Nico?
Oh, I got a steak dinner with some sauteed mushrooms, homemade mashed potatoes. Oh, just let me. And then you just hear the knife scraping against the plate as I
Yeah.
cut it.
It's like you're like, okay, I'm about to have the potatoes, and you just hear that. And then
I'm gonna eat
Pretty
some
good.
mac and
Pretty good.
cheese real. I'm gonna wait before I eat this mac and cheese. I just want to stir it real quick. Oh, I love that noise when you just stir in the mac with the cheese powder and the butter. One more time. Oh, it's so good.
It's like I'm having a asparagus soup, and it's just like.
You're just gonna sip real loud. Oh, that's good. Yeah, burnt my tongue and the roof of my mouth, but it was worth it.
Made it in my Vitamix.
This is my Ferrari. Sup?
Yeah.
Bring it
Hey,
back.
here in my kitchen. Got my Vitamix in the back.
I'm gonna make me a nice, a healthy smoothie
Whatever.
real quick. This is great audio content. Let me tell you.
It's like the lower middle class version. You know, like instead of showing a Lamborghini, you show your Vitamix off. Hey, just here in my kitchen.
And then the lower, like the even lower end is like, hey, just in my kitchen. Here's my coffee maker. It's regular
Yeah.
drip coffee. It's just hanging out
Or
with this. Here's my
it's
blank wall where I can't afford to hang up posters.
You want in my small town home, not that expensive.
This is the community gym that we all share in our apartment complex. There's no pictures of my dad in it. Or you could do
I never
this
knew my
hard-
dad.
I never knew my dad. So I didn't hang up any pictures in here. That there's a community guideline that says please don't bring pictures into the gym.
Yeah. I've always wanted to do that, like
Bring
like
pictures into the gym?
no, make a video of all these like motivational gurus do like a demotivational guru. It's like, hey, live in my small house, I don't have to work as much.
Yeah, be like, oh, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna put on my Toms because they're cheap and they give people food.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
I don't know about Tom's though.
Oh, did something come out against Toms?
Have you ever seen the show Adam Ruins Everything?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Well, he ruins Tom's basically. Basically, what happens is like they advertise Tom's being given to like really poor people, you know, like in need.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, they go to like decent communities where there's companies. They destroy local businesses that make shoes because they're giving out free shoes and stuff like that. So it's
Nice.
and also the amount of money he makes per shoe is insane.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
if you didn't know, now you know not to support Toms anymore, even though you thought kids were.
Well,
Even
do
though,
your own research.
yeah, but it's like, oh, I thought poor kids were getting a bowl of rice, and now it's just other communities are getting destroyed.
Yeah, like kids that could probably buy their own shoes are getting free shoes now in businesses.
That's not, wait. Well, all right. We got to do a podcast where we fake do that, like we make a parody of that, or just a video or something of a parody of that motivational dude. Just be like, hey, hanging out in my small office space. Got a poster in it.
Yeah. Here's my Vitamix saved up for a year for this.
Save. It's like, this is our what is it? This is our Keurig. We got it for Christmas because we
Keurig.
couldn't afford it.
Thanks, Mom.
This is a picture of my dad. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
I just love that. It's a picture of my dad. I'm not gay. See all these pictures of hot girls in my gym.
That was the H3H3 video, right?
I don't remember, but that's just funny
But-
to me.
He takes him to the gym, yeah, his little workout area, and he's got like pictures of girls everywhere. It's like, yeah, studies have shown that you work out harder in front of hot babes. Oh, by the way, this big muscle guy right here is my dad. I'm not gay.
All right. Well, Josephine's
Anyways.
doing well.
Yeah.
Motivational speakers are stupid. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
Some are good out there, but most of them are just like
trying to sell you something.
right, because if they're good at doing what they're selling, they wouldn't sell it.
Yeah.
They would just do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you want a Ferrari, become a motivational speaker. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's been the Polishing Podcast. This was a weird one, but it was a fun one, I feel like. But yeah, that's about it. If you want to follow me on Twitch, Nico All Powerful, YouTube, I don't know why you'd go there, but I said it already, so Nico All Powerful. Twitter, also Nico All Powerful. It's 1C. My name is legally spelled with 2 C's, but everywhere else it's 1 because there's a character limit on things, and that's the easiest thing to eliminate while keeping the All Powerful correct. That, and I mean, you still get the point. It's Nico. It's not like, oh, it's one less C. Fuck him. He's an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's Nico All Powerful on everything. Streaming Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to, I'd probably say, like, conservatively right now, 6:30 or 6:45. This is probably the latest I'll go, just because I'm trying to work up the energy. I don't know, that sounds weird, but
Condition for it.
yeah, you got to condition for streaming because it's a lot more exhausting than you think it would be. Like, it's really weird. But yeah, that's all I got. Trent, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Big Leather Daddy.
There it is.
There it is.
It wasn't here this last week, last week's.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pixel Apollo. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter.
Yeah. And then Polishing Podcast at Polishing Pod if you want any updates about the podcast. if it's delayed or anything. But other than that, that's everything we've got. I think Robert E. Lee needs to say something right now, but nope, he's looking like he's going to say a word that we're not allowed to broadcast. So you're going to have to go back over there, sir. Back into the spirit plane with you. The power of Christ compels you. Oh, and he dissipated. All right, we're good. Don't know why he was all the way up in Pittsburgh, but he might be coming back to you now, Trent.
I mean, Pennsylvania, man.
Oh,
Gettysburg.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit that happened up here, but I don't know why this specific area of Pittsburgh. I guess he just went through the internet and came over here and was just like, aha, his partner.
But I don't know, science.
Fucking, Ferraris. No. Yeah. But yeah, this is the Polishing Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, 5-star reviews on iTunes and share it with your friends. I almost said your line, but I'm not going to. But yeah.
Stay clean, stay polished.
Well, and God bless.
Oh my God.
Yeah.